Welcome back to Schmattz Outdoors, everyone. So I have hunted one day already. So today is Tuesday the 2nd. Our season started Monday, Labor Day, September 1st. I'm sorry if the video is a little shaky, guys, but just got an arrow and a bear. The wind is so swirly in here. Oh my god, sorry for the shaking. It's been like 5 minutes and I've been shaking like this the whole time. That bear just showed up out of nowhere. I'm gonna flip the camera on in a second, I'll kind of show you, but he was, oh shit, he's 15 yards from me by the time I seen him, and when I seen his ears, I'm like, God, that looks like a a smaller bear. I'm like, oh, we'll let him kind of sneak in, but I grabbed my bow just in case because he was back in the brush a little bit. Walked out on kind of one of the main trails that are coming into my bait, and I'm like, well, that's not a small bear. He's thick, looks real fat. I got my Tacticam right here on the tree. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's aiming the best I could get it to aim that way, so hopefully I caught that on camera. It was a frontal-ish shot, so I shot him in front of the leg on my side, and it come out like mid-body on the other side, so should have angled right through everything. Should have been close side lung, hard-ish, backside lung, diaphragm, liver, the whole works. So I did not hear the bear moan, which, whatever, you know, I heard it on the first one I shot 6 years ago, but I didn't hear it this time. So we're gonna just flip you around here. So that bear, first time I seen him, he was right here. So my bait is only like 17 yards. See, the trail kind of cuts right behind these bushes, like right at the tip of my finger, and it goes right over to where this is, and that's right where he was when I first seen him. So he definitely seemed like he knew I was here. As soon as he got right over there, he kind of was looking right at me. As soon as he come up on my bait, he was looking right at me, so he definitely knew I was here. I don't know if he'd ever turn and give me a broadside shot, but like I said, the wind is so shifty in here. I mean, it's right now is blowing towards my bait, and it's been on and off the whole time I've been here. Like, to the point a guy maybe should have got up and left a while ago, but it's shaking so bad. I mean, if this is one hand on my camera, like, you probably can't see this hand shaking because my camera's shaking so bad. So it's early in the day. It's just before 4 o'clock, so I got lots of time to try and find him here in the light. We're gonna give him like another probably 20-ish minutes. God dang, I'm shaking so bad. I apologize. Hunting out of a tree saddle. I actually had just rested my knees down on the tree. I've been standing for a while here, you know, because everything looks like a bear in the woods out here. The woods is so thick. Here, let me. So I just stood up on my thing. So I don't know, you guys, like over this way, there's a clearing over here. To the far side, that's maybe like 30 yards. Otherwise, all of this, and then I could see a ways, like up here, it's maybe like 75 yards up to this little tree. But then you go like over this way, it is so thick in here, which is I'm sure why the bear wants to be in here. But like, I mean, this bush right here, this green stuff's like 10 yards from me, and you can't see like at all in here. So finding this bear is going to be fun. Hopefully I got a blood trail at all. So I hit him here. He kind of run out by this kind of green bush, and then he turned and he went into the woods kind of out this way, and I seen some bushes moving over here. But all right, we're going to shut you guys off, because I mean, another bear could come in here. I can't shoot another one, but another one could definitely come in here. So we're going to try to get out of this tree without falling out of the tree, because I am shaking so bad. I'm probably going to go in there with just my pistol and my bow, in case I do have to put another arrow in him. But I mean, I didn't really want to take the frontal shot like that, but he was quarter frontal, so like I said, it went in just in front of the front leg on my side, and it come out mid-body on the back. Looked like most of my arrow was out the other side, so I'm guessing my arrow come out of him at some point as he was running, because it was angled out the back. But we'll see. I feel good about the shot. Like I said, it should have cleaned him out. I mean, should be lung, heart, liver, the whole works. I don't know if it come out quite back far enough for liver, but it was mid-body on the opposite side where it come out. So I mean, if he was quartering away, I would have shot him where I arrow come out, and hoping the arrow come out where I went in. So all right, we're gonna shut you off. We're gonna try and get out of this tree, and we're gonna go see if we can find him. I'm not gonna film at all while I'm blood trailing or anything. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. It's so thick in here that one hand on my bow, one hand on my pistol, and it's going to be my shooting hand pistol and the bow in the other hand. And like I said, just in case I need to put another arrow in them, I'm going to take the bow with me. I could just shoot him with the pistol, but I don't want to do that. So, all right, let's go. All right, everyone. Well, I knew this was going to happen. Bears generally don't bleed all that much, and boy, is that the case with this guy. I found like as soon as he went into the brush, a few drops of blood or smears of blood where he went by a couple little bushes and kind of bulldozed them down. And that's actually kind of how I trailed them to where I found them, because there was just a few branches kind of leaned over coming this way. I thought he went further towards the south, and he went almost straight to the west. But yeah, and basically what I was doing is just like kneeling down and then looking. You could see, you know, quite a ways out here. You're probably looking 30 feet, 40 feet, you know, all the way around. And I just ended up seeing his butt from over this way a little bit, because again, I thought he was further towards the east than he is, but he'll do. So my bow there is a 34-inch axle to axle. And Elite is the Elite Hunter is the model of it, but big old bear. I don't know what he's gonna weigh. I think he's probably gonna be right close to that 300 mark if I was guessing. He's 250 for sure. He's got a huge butt on him over here. I noticed when he come in, he actually has the nice white V in the front. He's got just a block head. When I first seen him, I seen like the little ears, and I'm like, well, that don't look like that big a bear, but man, he is fluffy. Oh man, I'm shaking again just talking about him. But so arrow went in right here, again, just in front of this leg, kind of actually went through the meat of the leg, and it come out like mid-body on the other side. So actually worked out pretty good, because right here there is kind of a trail, and it goes straight, it cuts straight this way towards the north over to the trail that my bait is on. So it's going to be a little bit of work getting him out of here. We're going to field dress him right here, and then we're going to probably have to try and drag him a little ways over this way to get him out close enough so I can get my game cart in here and get him out of here. But so much stress. I can't even really explain to you guys. I put a lot of pressure on myself putting up films and stuff. It added stress to it, because everybody knew that I was up here bear hunting. So if I wasn't successful, you know, everybody was going to know about it. And I was fine with that. Honestly, if I had to eat my tag, I would have ate it. This is the size and perfect example of the bear I was after this time. A mature bear. I wasn't looking for like a 2-year-old cub. He might only be 3 or 4 years old. It doesn't even matter. I don't know if it's a he or not, but I'm guessing it is. But man, I just was disappointed with the bear I shot last time, but it was the only bear I had seen. Well, now I've only ever seen 2 bears on stand, because I shot the first one that come in. I am stoked with this bear. I'm starting to shake a little bit again. Just sitting this close to him just is crazy to me. So, man, a lot of hard work went into this bear. Time spent up here in the woods baiting. I mean, thousands of dollars for this hunt, but I mean, it's all do it yourself style hunting. So I scouted my own areas back here. Actually, believe it or not, like right over here, like within 30 yards of where I'm setting, is where I actually had planned on putting my bait. And then I decided it was a little too far out here, and it wasn't set up quite the way I wanted it to for like a northwest wind. So I'm glad I moved it back on that trail a little bit. You know, one, I didn't have to carry my bait the extra, I don't know, probably 50 yards total. So this bear run like 50 yards. There's no way you're ever going to see my stand from here, but it might not even be 50 yards from my stand. So quick shot, quick kill. I didn't hear the death moan, which I was a little disappointed, because I mean, that's at least my cue to know that he's down and done. But yeah, give you one last look. Like I said, I'm pretty darn stoked. I don't know. I probably don't look it, but like the pressure is just like gone off me now because, yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. All right. Like I said, we're going to field dress this guy. I'm going to try and drag him out right through here. I got to get him over here like 15 feet so I can get my game card on him. And, oh, man, beautiful bear. I think if I get him back to my truck, we'll try to take a little more video of him too. But, all right, everyone. There she is. So it is a female. Got her on the game card. Didn't take me too long to get in here or to field dress or any of that stuff. Got blood all over my back. But I'm on my way out. When I've been walking in and baiting, this is a nice spot to stop because you can see that you can actually see. And I can see quite a ways. So, oops, sorry. So I'm out in the open a little bit, but in the tree over here. He is right in here. Try to get zoomed in. This is a bear right there. There's a bear hanging in that tree. You can kind of see his fuzzy ass there. I don't know where he come from. Don't look like a very big bear, but there's a bear over there. So I may be probably 100 yards past my bait on the way out. Like I said, I thought I'd just stop and take a break here. So it's a lot heavier than I thought it was. Even just getting it drug just 10 feet so I could get it on my game card was but all I can do. And you know, I'm 210 all day, if not 215 on most days. You know, to move this bear, it's all I could do. So, but doesn't look like a big bear, but it's a bear nonetheless. We're gonna get the heck out of the woods because I'm carrying, you know, food behind me. So, anyway, all right, we'll keep going. Well, guys, I am pooped. I made it back to my truck. It took me 35 minutes to walk in with a game cart, probably close to 500 yards, get it loaded and get back out of there. A few of those stumps, you know, are 6-8 inch diameter trees laying over my trail. I don't think it did my tire here any good. Just got a little bit of a bow to it. It was bent a little before, but not that bad. This bear is big. I mean, I just don't think I'm doing it justice with the video. So this is a 20-inch diameter tire, so a big female. Glad to have her, man. I was stressing out about this whole thing, and the wind was terrible in there. It was shifting back and forth. I mean, it was northwest wind, but it would gust, and then it's almost like it would suck back. So it'd blow for 3 seconds at me, and then like 5 seconds it'd pull back towards the bait. So as soon as it come in, it knew I was there, like it was staring at me as soon as I seen it, and it just kept like, it'd walk a little bit and turn and look at me. Walk a little, turn and look at me. When it come into the bait, I hope my Tacticam caught it, but it actually got a little skittish and acted like it was gonna leave. And thankfully it turned back around, but when it come back, then it was giving me like a, you know, frontal shot. I didn't really want to take that, but man, the wind was so gusty in there, and I was standing nice and still. I felt good about that. I feel good about my arrow and all that. Blew right through it. It was sticking out of the bear when it turned to run, like almost the entire arrow, only just maybe the fletchings caught, and it basically run 5 feet and just so it caught the brush and it come out. So arrow did its job, actually poked a hole through the heart, went basically end to endo on the heart, went in by one of the main blood vessels and come out the right at the tip of the point of the heart. Looked like it caught all of one lung, and then everything was so bloody in there that I didn't really, you know, I didn't really do an autopsy as much as I normally do on like deer and other things, but yeah, definitely did the job. I did mark some pins on there. I think it was about right at 50 yards it run from the place I shot it to where I found it. So, and I actually died in a somewhat reasonable spot to get it back out of there. It was about all I could do using a rope, you know, a tether rope for tying yourself to the tree. I wrapped it around the neck and then I actually tied him on to help hold him in place. But it was about all I could do to just drag him around like that. So it's going to be a fun endeavor to get this bear in my truck here, but we'll get her done here. There's no question about it. This bear's ending up in the truck. So I'm going to try and leave it right on the game cart. I have a gentleman that's going to allow me to use his shop to butcher it. So at least get it skinned tonight for sure. And it's still early. It's like 6 o'clock right now. So, I mean, I may just continue and just butcher it tonight. I'd rather let it get colder, or get it cooled off some, but. All right. If this is the end of the video, I appreciate you guys watching Schmattz Outdoors. Filled my bear tag with a nice bear. I'm guessing it's got to be right about 300 pounds live weight. We're going to weigh it when I get it to that gentleman's shop, and still got some work ahead of me tonight, but got my tag filled. A lot of pressure off my back. Now it's smooth sailing the rest of the fall, so. All right. Thank you guys for watching Schmattz Outdoors. I'll see you guys on the next one.